What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you may or may not know that the PlayStation 5 was revealed yesterday on the 11th of June, which is pretty amazing. But on top of that, there was a lot of first party games revealed, and just so happened to be revealed was Marvel's Spider-Man 2 Miles Morales, and it's coming out in 2020 winter. It's going to be a launch title with the PlayStation 5. This has blown my mind. I can't get over how excited I am for this now. You know, there's lots of talk, loads of gamers on YouTube, things like that, saying, oh, we're not going to get Spider-Man, we're not going to get any sort of teaser or anything. It's in the future, it's in the future. No, it's not. The future is now. It's going to be the end of this month, end of this year even. It's going to be the launch title for the PlayStation 5. I cannot get over how amazing that is. So I thought what I'd do is I thought I'd quickly break down the trailer, have a little bit of discussion as to what the key obvious changes are going to be. So there's some spoilers in this, obviously, but you know, I'm only going to be talking about the teaser trailer, which is 1.5 minutes long. But there is a big spoiler in it, but it sort of gives it away in the title anyway, if you haven't already worked out. And that is, the name of the game is going to be Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, which obviously means, and you see via the clips, that Miles Morales is going to be the protagonist of this game. He's going to be the main playable Spider-Man, which is pretty cool. You know, Miles Morales is a really, really popular character now. He's really blown up, especially with everything that's going on as well. It's actually pretty perfect that he's going to be leading the Spider-Man franchise going forward. On that, we do hear the voice of Peter Parker in this, which is great because hopefully we're going to see plenty of the both Spider-Mans having a bit of interaction, a bit of banter, and hopefully just to appease me and appease other fans, because I grew up with Peter Parker. You know, I collected all the comics as a kid. Miles Morales didn't come out until 2006, and by that point, you know, I was 14. I'd already, you know, been adopted Peter Parker. Doesn't mean I don't love Miles Morales. I still read his comics from time to time, but I really hope that Peter Parker's still in this game, and I still hope. I think it'd be really awesome if we actually got a bit of switchable characters. You know, Grand Theft Auto did it fine. I don't see why, you know, they couldn't do it as well. It'd be interesting to see how Miles Morales differs from playing as Peter Parker, just because he's younger, he's got less experience. You sort of see in this little bit of a clip when he swings his web, he looks a bit inexperienced. He sort of shakes a bit and moves a bit different to Spider-Man, which I think is really cool, just showing like the immaturity and the inexperience in the character. And as well, Miles Morales does have different powers. For those who don't know, he can go invisible and he can give like a venomous spike from his sting from his hands. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out and that plays into it. It's not a concern. It's not even a negative about the game, because what you have to remember, this is what I remember as well. I always think this. Like, for example, especially when it comes to Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favourite character of all time, and Marvel Spider-Man 2018 really just ticked off a box for me as a person, as a gamer. It was just the all-round perfect Spider-Man experience. I don't think it could have been a little bit better, you know, with maybe more characters and stuff, but generally the gameplay, the story it told was pretty perfect. It is the best Spider-Man game. But what you have to remember is it's always someone else's version of Spider-Man. You know, they tell the story based on Peter Parker, based on Miles Morales, and it's their interpretation of the story, and that's absolutely fine. It's someone else's interpretation. I think that's the key thing to remember. But I just don't want them to kill off Spider-Man. I don't want them to kill off Peter Parker, not in the first half of the game. If it was up to me, I don't want him to die. I mean, maybe kill him off in the third game if they really want to do it. I'll be a bit gutted to see Peter Parker die. Obviously, for those who don't know, again, a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler because it's like 15 years old. In the original Ultimate Spider-Man comic, Spider-Man dies and then Miles Morales takes his place and takes his role. It sort of fills in the gap, and that's where Miles Morales has come from. In the comics, I know there's been some big, you know, there's been all these ongoing correlation storylines. I think Miles Morales is now on Earth 616, I think now, but originally he was in a separate parallel universe where Peter Parker had died. And obviously, for those who, if you watch Enter the Spider-Verse, that again sort of follows that loosely, where Peter Parker in his world dies as well. So a common theme amongst us, Miles Morales' life, is that, like any Spider-Man, there's only two main ones, but they all experience a lot of loss in their life, and that's part of what makes you Spider-Man, is dealing with extreme loss. In this game, it's Miles' dad. In the comics, I believe it's his uncle. But I wouldn't want to see Peter die, because to be fair, Peter dying again would definitely develop Miles Morales' character. And again, if you haven't played Spider-Man 18, bit of a spoiler coming in now, Aunt May dies, and again, it just shows that the people, Insomniac, aren't afraid to actually kill off characters and make bold statements to hit you right in the feels. So who knows? I would like to see, you know, I don't want him to die, especially maybe if he was to die at the end of the game, maybe I could be on board with that. But you know, I'm not going to be not on board with that. I wouldn't take it as negative, because it's Insomniac's story, and I completely respect that, because I've read and seen so many different variations of Spider-Man that I'm on board with it. You know, I've seen the all three variations of the movies. I've seen, you know, we've got Amazing Original and we've got The Homecoming with Tom Holland. I've seen different comic book storylines, different dimensions, different characters. Like, I've seen so many different variations of Spider-Man now. I'm okay with seeing all these things happen, and I wouldn't be too upset if anything did happen to good old Peter Parker. But anyway, guys, that was my opinion of Spider-Man for this year. It's coming out in 2020. It's coming out this year. I cannot believe it. They've kept it so well under wraps. It just shows how when you build an initial IP, how quickly you can actually make a sequel when you've already got the initial stuff down. But guys, this is one I want to talk about. Like, I love Spider-Man so much, I just couldn't not make a video about this. Let me know what you think. What game are you most hyped for? I'm going to make a video discussing more of them in a bit more detail, but I just had to get this one out straight away. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and take it easy.